So hi guys, my name is Levin. So today we're gonna make a video, very special video. So today I'm going to make a video on how to get your OBS to work better for low-end PCs, the best settings for your low-end PCs. So I recommend to watch the full video before installing OBS because you really need it. So the main thing is that when you open OBS, this is what you see. Like it is okay, its default settings will be kept. So all I do is go to settings, right around here, settings, then go to output scale. So output scale and recording. So this is while you're recording, you're doing this. So the default will be, I'm not sure what is the default. I think it's a MOV, the movie format. So I'll keep it in MP4. It is much better. Just forget about this. It's talking about that like if your computer shuts down while recording, like battery just cuts off like anything, like while you're recording, your file will be corrupted and all, so you cannot fix it. So I keep it in MP4, and for the encoder I always keep it in X264. This is the CPU. The CPU is using it, but usually there will be more options for people who are having a little more high-end computer, like a little more powerful GPU. So those people who are having a little more powerful GPU, they're having like NVIDIA GPU and all. So if you're having that kind of type, just put it in NVIDIA, then everything will go fine. Then for the output scale, this depends on the clarity of your video, like 1080p, 720p, and 480p. So you can type to 4K, but I recommend not to. So if you do so, your computer will lag and die. Yeah, your computer will lag and die. So I recommend to put it 720p, or if you have a little more powerful computer, just put it in 1080p. You know the output scale of 1080p. If you do, just type these numbers and keep it there. So, and for the rate control, I recommend to put it in, well, CBR. So I forgot to say this, that for output mode you just have to put it in advanced. Do not put it in simple, just put it in advanced. Then only you get all these options. So just keep it in advanced. And for the rate control, I use CBR. CBR is the best one because it is a lot more easy to run. And for the bitrate, we have seen a lot of recorders, no matter, not OBS, even a lot of recorders, they have this kind of weird bitrate. Even for your video editors, probably it's having bitrate. So for bitrate, I usually keep it for 4650 kilobytes per second, because that is the best one. Like when you're going for fast motion, like when your computer is running, so like running games, any fast motion videos, your computer is going to lag if it is 2500 kilobytes per second. So I recommend to keep it in 4650. So your computer will go pretty good. It will not be like what do you say, it will go a little bit, your screen starts while you're recording a video, it will show like a little bit by bit. It looks horrible in the video. So for key intervals, I would keep it in just 2, because 2 is a standard one and it's much more easy to run. And for the CPU usage present, I keep it in ultra fast. So the higher it is, the less CPU usage. So your computer would using less usage while you're running this game, any OBS and all. And for profile, it is default probably baseline. So I used to keep it, so better to keep it in high. I recommend it for low-end PCs. Yeah, low-end PCs, not high-ends. Like low-end PCs, like if you're having a CPU of i3 and below, I recommend to put it in ultra fast and high baseline. Then for video, just click over here, video base resolution. So I keep it in 720. You should also keep it in 720, both of them, output scale and input scale. So it should be 720, so 1280. But the actual one it would be different, the default one. Just change it to 780 to into 720, sorry, 1280 into 720. So that is the aspect ratio of your computer is going to input the video out. And for downscale filter, I keep it binary, because it is fastest, and it is the fastest one and much more easy to run, because your computer will be running games and other programs while you're recording. It depends on your choice. So I usually keep it in binary. And for the FPS, you just keep it in common FPS value. Just keep it in 30, always 30, never go 60. If you want to go 60, you have to buy a new computer. Trust me, you have to have a much more powerful, strong computer. Like you have to have an i9 or i7 computer to run like 60 frames. Yeah, even i5 can't handle much while you're running games and all. And for advanced, just go to here and put the property high, not above normal, just put it high, because the priority your computer is giving for CPU usage, it will be given high, so your computer will run everything smoothly. So after doing all this, just click apply, then okay. I have already done this. I don't know why this popped up, but I'm going to close this. No. So the second one is that look at this. Do you see this kind of weird mirroring? Like this tons of mirrors are. I recommend to keep it disabled preview, because your computer will be using a lot of CPU usage. So you see this enable preview, just disable it. Now you won't be able to see anything, but sorry, what I meant is I won't be able to see the preview, but you guys can see the recording that I'm doing now. So it won't change the recording much. It just disable the preview that you're seeing. And when you're changing the output scale usually comes like what do you say, it is outside the frame. It usually comes like this. So I recommend just right click on it, just click transform, then go to fit to screen. So it will fit correctly into the screen, then everything will be voila, it's fixed. It's perfect settings, it has been kept. Just disable preview, then yes, you have the most powerful OBS working. Well, not powerful, but your OBS will run fine, smooth while you're running games. You would thank me a lot. So this is this is one way to increase performance in your computer a little bit while gaming, while you're YouTube recording and gaming and all. So this is one way, and the other way is that, well, it's the most expensive way. You gotta buy a new PC. Yeah, I won't do that. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I guess you have learned something today. So see you guys later in my next video. Goodbye.